and then the person who's got the darts at the end gets that valuable hold. However, we were all getting a bit carried away there, as were the crowd.
Got to keep the powder keg a little bit dry. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Doesn't give a great deal away, Jeffrey. He's not like some of the
99.
Dutch players we've seen in this tournament. Doesn't tend to give as much as, say, a Van Velzen or
93.
a Dirk van Dijvenbode. He plays the game, what we could say, in a more Swedish manner. A bit more mild-mannered, a bit more inward.
100.
Gets himself down to
If
104,
you
but
require
to Graaf, 88. 18 for the bullseye. Hits the treble, double 7. Boom,
Game
boom.
shot in the
Another
fifth
breaker
leg.
throw.
The
The 180 in the leg helped as well.
In golfing terms, that is finding the rough off the tee, but they're still making pars. That first dart has got to be found a bit more for Stephen. And look at the result.
180.
His first max of the contest gets himself down to 108. Jeffrey in response. It's pretty good.
180. Stephen, you
Doesn't matter what
require
double he leaves
108.
sometimes, as long as it's a chance. But it's only a chance if you come back. Biggest visit of the match so far.
52.
And now De Graaf gets his opportunity for what is a very rare hold of throw. We haven't had one yet, but if he gets it, he'll be 2 ahead for the first time.
26, straight at it, double 13. Slides in off the barrel. The first dart helped. Alas, too clear. 4-2. Shake of the head from Stephen Bunting when he collected his darts on that previous visit. Not enjoying himself here in Rosmalen. Well, that's a beautiful first dart. Just begging for more. Let's go around it. Excellent.
140.
That really was an excellent third dart there. Just making the next shot a bit easier, which, let's face it, is going to have to go now.
180.
The Graaf down to 71.
70.
Bunting got to take out the 70. Great first dart. Oh, that's a loosener. Wow.
66.
And now we have match point.
I didn't expect that, and I'm pretty sure that Jeffrey didn't either. But now he's trying to do exactly what he did in leg 3 by taking a 71 checker. He did it in 2 darts, and he might do it again. And for the third time in his career, he makes the last 16 on the European Tour.
Yeah, 7 big trebles in the first 9 darts. Can't argue with that, can you? Sorry, 5, I beg your pardon. 7.
57.
Really
Daryl require 96.
Gurney wants double 18 again, but he needs the treble 20. Not going to happen. And he's going to persevere rather than go double-double. Interesting.
I wonder if he thought that dart was a good one
60.
to brush off and try and glance by.
64.
Turns out it wasn't. And Woody could take the lead with a break of throw. Not going to change his hockey position.
60.
And there's a lot of people who throw like he does, quite side on,
36.
who probably should change their hockey position for something as drastic as going from 8s to 4s.
What a marker that is. Not used.
18. Luke, you require
Inside,
4.
he is disgusted with that second dart. So much so that if you passed him a bucket right now, he'd vomit.
Game shot in the third leg.
And he might just do it again because he's 2-1 down.
Could be the first game that Brendan Dolan has played in absolutely months, where he thinks, oh, I'm safe. I don't have to worry about anything.
And he might have to play the World Cup with someone who didn't want to play with him.
190.
Well, didn't want to is a bit strong, but maybe prefers the person on the bench.
Yes, I'm not quite sure we're in the Belgian territory. But Luke Woodhouse,
140.
very, very
Luke,
much
you require 47.
within winning territory here. This is good from Woodhouse.
Game
Yeah,
shot
really
in the
good.
fifth leg.
3
Luke
very
Woodhouse.
strong legs from Luke Woodhouse. 1 poor leg.
at the end of 2010,
96.
I was comfortably in the top 32 of the Order of Merit going into the last weekend. And on the Saturday, Justin Pipe had a massive run and put me on the bubble. And I lost out by one spot trying to and I didn't even get a chance to defend the title.
81.
Players' Championship used to be 32-person field rather than 64. It was brutal. Fewer events as well over the course of the Players' Championship.
I'll give you one guess, because you know my career better than most. I'll give you one guess who beat me in the game that I needed to win.
Only require 100.
Come back to that. Oh, Gurney for 4-3. He is fighting here. 11 darter from Daryl Gurney. And he is dragging himself back into this contest. Luke Woodhouse continues to average close to 101 here.
But no success since then. But he's still in this match. And firing still.
Oh, snarling Gurney, angry Gurney. This is the good Gurney. It's 3 legs running. He's hit maximums now. He won the previous 2. He converts this opportunity. It's 4 apiece in Gurney's favourite. Having
57.
Looked dead and buried and forlorn on stage.
He's digging deep. And we may be going deep. Tops.
Games from the 8th leg.
Who's ready for the deep end?
Gurney.
We are. But it's not up to him in this match. Clearly, advantage Woody, who is 140ing simply. That is a brilliant leg. A lot of defensive players may have gone bull with the last start, but not Woodhouse at the minute. His 140 column has been outstanding from start to finish.
Gurney has got to a finish. Oh, now then, treble 14 is not found. Luke Woodhouse should have had a match start there, or could have given himself a match start there.
170.
This shades of Gilding yesterday when he pulled out a 164 in a similar circumstance, but it's not going to happen for Gurney. And the World Cup is disappearing.
60.
His spot in Frankfurt, it might be about to go.
Games shut out the match. Luke Woodhouse.
Woodhouse will leave the stage as a victor.
Yeah, a little bit of double trouble yesterday for Ritchie on the outer ring. I think it was 6 out of 24 darts yesterday.
6. Ritchie to go 167.
An opportunity here at 167. Not going to happen on this occasion. Trying to leave it handy. Not very.
45. Damon to go 116.
Great dart. Only just in the single. But the double top was pretty good. All going with throw at the moment.
Game.
No doubt there'll be a sea of orange here tonight.
58.
Slightly opening here for Ritchie to get back in the leg here, and that's a good first dart to do so. And the second. How about your third, Ritchie? It's pretty good.
The Heat will be feeling it now.
100. Ritchie to go 150.
150 coming in on the 19s. Here we go. Another one of them. Here we go indeed. 36 to go.
Good.
Beautiful from Ritchie Edhouse.
Shot the 7th leg. Ritchie.
12 darter from Ritchie Edhouse. A breaker throw, and even the Australian applauds that finish.
Game.
Superb.
Surely the change that has to happen is so drastic. May bust this. Yeah, he's got the luck. Oh, he's missed.
Maybe not.
Well, that's why you don't throw at the bullseye to bust. There are a lot of safer areas to throw at.
Looking Heta now pour a little bit of pressure.
45.
But only 45
Ritchie
scores is not there for
2.
Damon Heta. Number 1. Put himself in trouble. He's got himself in big trouble. And what an opportunity now this is for Heta. Out of absolute nothing.
You require 130.
This would be astonishing if this is the moment the game changes, because Ritchie Edhouse is trying to make a sensible decision there to bust and give himself a better chance of winning the leg. And because it was a careless start, hit the 8, left himself on double 1. Heta has got a chance. He's got a chance. Bullseye.
Oh, 105.
That would have been a sucker punch.
Ritchie required 2.
But now, still awkward double one.
No
and here we go again. This game may just
Damon
turn on its head
required 25.
due to a careless start. 25 coming in from Heta. 9, double 8. And there is the heat, levelling this game up. But it's that leg score that counts. Doesn't matter if you're going to go right at the traffic lights, got to go round the round about 14 times. You still reach your destination, you still get there in the end. Heta's definitely taking the scenic route here and is down to a finish of 81.
Ritchie required 164.
Oh, hang about. Hang about! Oh, Ritchie Edhouse, it's magical! It's unbelievable! It's a 164 skin saver for Madhouse. After missing and missing and missing.
On the 19s, we will go for Damon Heta, the number 2 seed. Over pitches, not going to happen. Ritchie's going to return on 91 to head to another Sunday on the European Tour.
91.
Go for the ball. He doesn't, he misses it. 89 left, treble 19. Does not get it. He went the safety route and it wasn't that safe.
24.
And that is, it's more mock.
Damon, you require...
Who is going to fall over the line first? Heta, averaging 82 in this game. Not vintage, not classic, but may just get over the line and should have a dart and a double. Got to come across. Single. Wow, that's a risk, but it's still a dart, a double. Tops for Heta to advance into Sunday. Pulls it.
60.
Match start miss from Heta.
67.
Edhouse should have been closer. He may only get one match start. He may not even get that the way this game has gone. Great dart, double 8. For a 5th consecutive final day on the Euro Tour. Edhouse has done it again. He has pulled it out the fire after he looked like he just cast it into the flames earlier on.
First 9 average of 128 so far. We had early days, of course.
That is something he can maintain.
81.
And that's bad news for Niels, because yesterday when he beat Opie Pua, it was good enough an 83 average, but I hasten to say an 83 average is not going to beat Chisnall today.
Down to 101 after 9. Niels a mile back, needs to find 2 trebles at the very least, at the very minimum. Not going to happen.
6.
There is a risk this afternoon as well, and tonight with the Dutch players, that they'll want to win in front of this audience too much. You've got to play within yourself. As Dave goes for double 16 and doubles his lead with no stress.
Down to 264 after 6. Seeking his 7th European Tour crown. Beautiful darts though from Chisnall. Here we go, rock and roll time.
There aren't many players in World Darts who can do that. That gap between those 2 darts and the room underneath both of them was about the width of a stamp.
423. David require
And he's down to 84. Looking to try and establish a 3-leg advantage. Going to go for the ball.
46. Niels require 130.
One has 38, one has 100 more. He's not going to take it the Humphreys route. But what does Chisnall do here? In previous times, he would have gone 2 for double 18. But the eyes will tell us all as he goes straight for it and tries to get past that one. Easily done. Bypasses his way to 4-1. And right now, Rosmarlin is quiet. Zonneveld not taking the 136. Offers Chisnall his first passage opportunity through to Sunday to try and defend his title tomorrow.
Shanghai on the 20s. Single, treble, double. Not that treble. Single 5. These an even 80, pressured on the 36.
36.
It's a must take. Oh, how has that not gone in? He can't believe it. Chisnall has just been given a freebie, and he probably doesn't know how.
Open bed at double top. Match point. Chisnall for a place on Sunday afternoon. Double 10. Use it as a guide. Inside.
Niels require 36.
That's the position you dream of when you wake up in the morning. 3 clean darts at tops to finish the match off. And he might have to go all the way back to the start. But as it turns out, 32. He doesn't. Straight
10.
in for 5s, and this time he can put Niels out of his misery.
3 match darts missed, but not the 4th. And Dave Chisnall will advance. The Sunday afternoon dispatches Niels Zonneveld,
who has not got much big stage experience. But we saw that Marvin's here to have fun, and having survived those match starts against Christian Kist, who knows? Luke Woodhouse had to survive 6 starts against Ryan Meikle. Came out today, played brilliant.
I think the pressure is definitely off Marvin now, because he probably looked at that game with Christian and thought, I can win that game. Now, if he looks at Jonny in the same way, he can definitely win, but he will have to have a suspect performance from Clayton to do so, I feel. I've looked into his year, and Marvin, the best he's achieved form-wise was in qualifying for this for about a 95. Jonny's best performance is a little bit better than that. And that first leg tells you a lot of what you need to know. That's an 11-dart start.
Well, he has played in some big time, played the World Masters a couple of times, but this is a different kettle of fish. Playing in your home country, better part of 2,000 fans in, Euro Tour debut, playing one of the best players in the world in Johnny Clayton. Match play finalist, of course, last year. Oh, I thought the second one was in the treble 20 there for a minute.
So did I.
Well, he'd bust his score. In actual fact, it was a brilliant setup shot.
It just so happens he's on a double after 12, not for the first time
65
in this match.
Jonny required 40.
He does have a chance of a sub-15 leg.
Games from the 4th leg.
And his collection so far is very, very good. 11, 14, 13 for his 3 winning legs.
Well, he may be thinking that, he'll be hoping that, but it's 4 maximums for Van Velzen. He's at it again. He's at it again. It's 6 perfect darts for Van Velzen. And the 23-year-old on his Euro Tour debut is on the 9.
Heavens above. Could you imagine the scenes if he perfects the next 3 darts? Seriously, Marvin, dare to dream.
Oh, he's not far off continuing the journey.
85.
Well, what a performance this is from Van Velzen. Oh, look at that. What a man Johnny Clayton is.
I think Jonny is genuinely enjoying this game of darts. And there are many players who are playing here today who would not be enjoying this game. They'd be worried.
Oh, misses a big number. He'll only get 1 dart at double. It is double top. Now he slows it down. And does not take the chance, and look at where Johnny Clayton is once again to win the leg, hold his throw in 5 visits to the board. Great dart, double top. Ooh, Johnny Clayton.
Marvin, you required 40.
The plane didn't land on dart 3 the way he wanted. It went down with a bit of a thud. MVV on tops.
Games from the 6th leg. Marvin Van Velzen.
We have a game on our hands, everybody. Tell you one thing, Mr. Dawson, we are going to learn an awful lot about Marvin in the next 10 minutes.
It is that repeated miss to the left, isn't it? You called it early doors. It is causing him problems. He will get a look at the 1-2-7. But Jonny Clayton's going to be on a double. Wonderful setup shot. Now Marvin van Velzen. This visit could be the difference between winning and losing this match.
Does he get a shot at the ball? Listen for this.
97.
It's an ooh instead of a yeah. And it could be another ooh right now. As Van Velzen is wounded.
Jonny Clayton.
A big uppercut to the ribs from the ferret.
He'll go for this. He doesn't get the option.
93.
But he does leave himself with match darts. And Jonny Clayton, this is one of the best performances we've seen from him this year, really.
Yeah, he's 104 average against
55.
Rafferty in Players Championship 10
Jonny
recently. Was his best of the year, but pound for pound, this is better.
He's had a lot to deal with, and he's dealt with it. Van Velzen's left a bogey number. There's no pressure on this. For the double 9. Jonny the Ferret Clayton misses 3 match darts, but Van Velzen on 163 can do nothing about Clayton coming back for the 18.
Not a gimme. Got to get yourself under 100.
95.
And he does, to his credit. But again, it's match point Ferret.
Splits it and hits it. Double 8 does the job. Jonny Clayton, some proper Ferret business. A 99 average.
September of last year, Ricardo getting the better.
140.
The last 1-8 game. September of last year. It's the biggest stage these two have met.
100.
Good start from the 36-year-old. Finding the red bit. Good utilisation of the bullseye. And again, down to 36 after 9. Superb leg.
Yeah, despite all the controversy and shenanigans, Wattimena did play well against Cullen.
100. Jermaine,
Came from behind to win that game and did outplay Cullen in the middle portion of it. So while all the talk at the end of it was about Jermaine inciting the crowd at the wrong time.
The first 2 events of the year.
100.
So no stranger to a Sunday. Can he produce the magic? Here this afternoon on home soil. Right now, he is a magician.
180.
With all the tricks in that treble 20 bed. And right now, Pikachu, no answer.
180s in all 3 opening legs
56.
for Jermaine Wattimena.
Required 41.
This for an 11 darter potentially. 12 more than enough, and this is an annihilation, and it's got nothing to do with the crowd. This is about Jermaine Wattimena firing on all cylinders.
Yes, I think a few of them are wearing Super Mario gear, I think. So obviously they've come from a video game convention somewhere nearby, the Rosmarlin area.
180 number 4 for Jermaine.
152 coming in. Went down the 19's route. Takes 38 off it. That's a good last start though.
Jermaine, you require 106.
106 for Wattimena. Treble 18 now the target. Found. Double 16. Unlucky.
90. Ricardo, you require 54.
So for a level game, this didn't look likely 2.5 legs ago. Okay, 42 for double 6.
On the 6th leg.
I think he's gone for that, you know. It was Yuri Breaker, wasn't it, against Ritchie Edhouse?
I think it was indeed. You're absolutely right.
Things did improve for Yuri.
134.
That's better.
Jermaine requires 64.
Down to a finish, but Wattimena first crack. Single 16 will leave the double.
32.
And what a party piece this would be.
Ricardo, you require 167.
Oh, hang about. Ricardo Pietreczko. So close to a 167 that would have put him in the lead. Wattimena has missed his last 6 darts at double. He keeps on missing. And that's
16.
missed by a mile, and he knows it.
Ricardo, you require 25.
Out of nowhere, Pietreczko's got to burn a dart, but we'll have dart at double. It's double 6. It's a good guide. A very good guide.
On the 7th leg.
4 on the spin for Ricardo Pietreczko. From 3 zip down, now leads 4-3. Pikachu needs a big visit. How about this one?
140.
Still advantage, Jermaine.
100.
Down to a finish after 3 visits to the board. Pikachu might try and be a bit funky here to leave a finish. Yeah, he's thinking about it. But he misses the 25-or bull, which would have left him treble 20 to get to a finish. So 2 visits from here for Jermaine to wrap it up.
We only need 1. Double 8. Game over. Start the car. Done. Jermaine Wattimena. What an extraordinary game that was. Round of applause from Pikachu, who very gracefully offers his hand in congratulations to Wattimena.
Before the match play, in my opinion, and he's getting the knack of winning constantly on the PDC Tour the last few years.
100.
He's down to 96 after 9 in this opening leg, with Andrew a country mile behind. Ricardo will be right behind him here. And let's not forget, by the way, Danny Noppert did make the final of this contest here in the Dutch Darts Championship 2 years ago, losing out to Michael Smith in the last leg decider.
96.
In a very good first leg so far. He doesn't have to chase any doubles here. He can just do everything by the book. And that is what I call playing leg 1 by the book.
Leg,
that looked really good, really sharp. Here's another reason why I think Danny's ready to pop. I've been looking at the regularity of 100+ averages for some of these players this afternoon, and I gauged Gilding against Danny. This season, Gilding has had 2 ton+ averages. Danny's had 13, and he's won 12 of those games. That is an exceptional standard over the course of 6 months.
Gilding, though, with an opportunity here for a breaker's throw. Double top. 2 10s.
50.
Just inside, unlucky.
Danny, you require 107.
This is gettable. 2 opportunities for the treble that he needs to get to the outer ring, and there it is. Double 18. He is lethal.
Danny Noppert.
And that time when Danny had to play with Dirk, where Dirk was so pumped up that Danny just had to laugh.
100. Danny, you require
that was one of the moments
85.
of last year in Frankfurt. Well, there's 6 off, so 79. He's got the luxury of using 39 tops here.
May have just been pulled
33.
underneath. In fact, it was. So 52 remains when he returns. Andrew way back on 220, but a couple of trebles here will help his cause. There's one of them. And there's another.
140.
It's brilliant.
Danny, you require
but is it too late?
52.
Against Mole yesterday, Andrew pulled out some great finishes towards the end to survive, but this is going to be a steeper climb for Goldfinger. Danny's looking very assured, and this 94 average for him. And he will fancy that 112. It would be the highest finish of the match to trump the 107 that Danny found in leg 3. And he may just need it.
Excellent last start from Gilding. 112 though. Match points. Needs to find a treble with 1 to 2 darts, and does so. 12. Double top. Match point.
92.
Hard lines.
And he requires 71.
Lines don't get any harder than the ones on the dartboard. They're made of steel. Double top for Gilding to survive. The game will continue.
Andrew Gilding.
That's maybe the best start of this entire match, considering the situation he was in. That might not come. Now it's in Danny's hands to give everybody here exactly what they want.
65.
I hope they like fish.
Danny require 170.
Well, it needs 2 treble 20s to start it off. Putting a shot at the bullseye. Over pitches, though, not going to happen. Andrew Gilding's going to return on 96 to send us all the way.
100. And you require
Doubling down on 96 is exactly what he wants. He took it in 2 darts in leg 8. Is he going to do the same to take us all the way? He's got it.
Shot in the 10th leg.
The battle of the UK Open champions is going to the last leg decider. Danny Noppert, who has had 1 match start at tops for 112.
But he needs to find a couple of trebles. Needs 1 at the very least. Finds 1. How about another? Unlucky.
100.
Looks towards the heavens. Now needs divine intervention. Beautiful first dart. 24 remains. Now 12. We'll leave 6 next time.
Even
Should
if
there be a next time?
Even if Andrew does not take this 1 for 1, he's in a horrible spot. But he might take it. Double 12 for Goldfinger. My word, what an effort. And Danny Noppert's heart stopped for about 3 seconds there. Now, to resuscitate himself, he needs the basement.
And gets it. And sends Gilding through the trapdoor. Danny Noppert survives.
Ryan Searle, a bit like, say, Michael Smith. You know, in any one tournament, if he turns up and plays his proper darts, he can beat anybody. He can blast people off the board. He has that unbelievable ceiling of performance. But it's doing it every week, every month. And that doesn't always happen. He just needs to hit form at the right time. It did happen for Michael Smith. The back end of the year, won the Slam, won the World. Leading up to that, he'd had a month where he won 5 titles in as many weeks.
Very good. Double top.
Game shot.
That's better than very good.
That is James through first.
That is one heck of an equaliser.
40.
Ryan Searle has managed to go 180 and then have 2 visits with nothing. What looked like a chance for a break of throw may have drifted away already.
108.
Certainly now.
83.
Well, it's a little bit of something and a little bit of nothing again. Wade in unfamiliar territory, leaving double 8 there. Doesn't hesitate. Strong look, that. Very strong. Strong start.
Down to a 2-darter. Ryan Searle pushing, looking for that 4-visit leg that might give him the break, but this would shut the door. Bullseye for Wade.
112. Ryan, you require 98.
98 checkouts can change seasons, never mind games. That's a brilliant shot. Do you remember when Joe Cullen did that to Ross Smith in Munich last year? It changed the entire tournament for Cullen. A couple of years ago.
He's not going to take the 150. He has been threatening massive checkouts left, right and centre.
90. Change it to 125.
Can Wade produce this one?
He's not going to do it the Hollywood way. And he's not going to do it the other way either.
65.
So Searle can leave his favourite double
60.
to make his way to Sunday at the expense of the machine.
Double top. Double 10. Ryan Searle sees off James Wade, winning 4 legs on the spin to book his place in the final day here at the Dutch Darts Championship.